6 types of courage. Now, for everyone in this group, I can imagine, and in this community of wondrous souls, you will be doing this and practicing this since the dawn of time and for eternity. You're always going to be doing these things and they evolve you. So let's get into it. The 6 types of courage, and jot down any acts of courage that you have done, that you've witnessed, that I haven't mentioned, that you could add to here, because it would be great to hear your stories, because as always, they're so inspirational. So let's get into it. The 6 types of courage. So first you have your physical courage. I've got my notes down here, so that's why you'll see me looking down, because it's most important that I relay and convey this correctly. So, physical courage. That's to keep going, to have resilience, the awareness of balance, and to never quit. Hence why the balance is important, because you know when you've done enough, and you know when you need to kick back and rest. And each time you do that, you move forward, but you don't want to wear yourself out. So hence the balance and the patience, because you don't want to overdo it. But the idea is to never give up. So to keep going, to never quit, to be resilient, and to have the awareness of balance. Beautiful. Our second courage is social courage. The courage to be yourself unequivocally and unapologetically, to inspire others by your authenticity, and to be bold enough and have that bravery and courage to just be who you are. And I mean this in a creative way, not where you go out and you just do what you want, how you want to people and not consider anything. No, it's the ability to fully be your authentic self and not be fazed by what people might say, how they might look at you down the street. No, the ability and the courage to just be you, unequivocally and unapologetically. Beautiful. Number 3, moral courage. Doing the right thing, even when it's uncomfortable and unpopular. Again, that peer pressure, or I daren't stand up for what I believe in because it's not what everybody else is believing in. So are you going to find the bravery and courage to do it anyway? Do it anyway. So the idea is to do the right thing, even when it's uncomfortable and when you might get judged. At the end of the day, what's right is right. Number 4, emotional courage, where you don't worry or let fear of facing your emotions get the better of you. You've got courage and bravery. You will face your emotions. You will face your feelings and you will work with them. You will give them their acknowledgement, give them their moment, because you're smart like that. You realize that you can't disregard how you feel. It's going to be with you, just like your consciousness and your awareness is with you. Not only is it in its own being, it also has the ability to witness. That's the strength of awareness. So being aware of your feelings and allowing yourself to face them without guilt and without attachment and without judgment. Because one thing that we're all good of is really judging ourselves real harshly, especially those who are healing seekers. You don't mind going through the motions, but because you're so inwardly thinking, looking to better yourself, you can sometimes judge yourself. And no, we don't want that. Just positive and productive movement. So when you're someone that's brave enough to face their emotions, you're going to face it without self-judgment and without guilt and without attachment. Because remember, you're going to give it its acknowledgement and then it's going to move on. And you're going to be free from that. Never to forget, but it doesn't own you and rule you. Number 5, intellectual courage. So the ability to unlearn, relearn, and be open to critical and flexible thinking. So you're able to adapt. You're able to be open to what you know makes sense. And you're open to more information, more knowledge. What's making sense is making sense. So you're not afraid of that. Even if when you find out the information of knowledge, you happen to be wrong. Well, the beauty is you can now correct that. So you're someone that flourishes in intellectualism, because why not? It's the ability to be able to learn, to unlearn, to reflect and open up with critical and flexible thinking. The ability to adapt to what you didn't know at first, but now you do. Beautiful. And last but not least, my favorite, spiritual courage. Spiritual courage. Living with purpose and meaning. Even when most people around you are not, and they might be shallow and superficial. You don't have to worry about damping it down or not doing it and joining the masses with the rest. No, no, no. You have courage and bravery in this journey. You like it. It's what gives you the connection and that feeling of there's a life force inside of you, because society is dull. It doesn't feed your spirit and soul, because you are a soul being. You are a conscious being. So living with purpose and meaning through your heart towards yourself and others. Yeah, why not? So living with purpose and meaning through your heart. Centered, person-centered, your heart. And approaching life and others with that tender heart. Beautiful. And for oneself, the love for yourself and the love for the Most High and the divine and the universe and the consciousness itself. So, the 6 types of courage: physical, social, moral, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. Now, if I've missed anything, do add the comments, my darlings. And I hope this has lifted you up, gives you the strength to continue. You practice these beautiful things day in, day out, and you're there to inspire others. Because remember, chosen ones, light beings, light workers, it's not an easy life that we have. However, we have the strength and character to push through all of those and know that there is more. We have just been disconnected and we have just almost forgotten. We don't believe. But through all of these 6 behaviors, you can find your way back to the Most High, especially with number 6. Live with meaning, live with passion. And on that note, my darlings, I hope you have a wonderful day, and please do like and follow if you find any of my content useful, insightful, handy. Then that's what I do it for. And for those of you that already follow, you know what I'm going to say. You're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you're wondrous, you're inspirational. And I hope you have a beautiful and safe day. And on that note, as always, Jala.